तिथं बघा तुम्हाला दिसून येईल. दिसले का टॅप रूट आणि फायब्रस रूट्स. देन ऍडव्हान्टेशियस रूट सिस्टीम. तुम्ही ऍटलिस्ट नोट डाऊन तरी करा. कुठल्या कुठल्या सिस्टीम्स आहेत रूट्स. देन ऍडव्हान्टेशियस रूट्स म्हणजे की तुम्ही जर ह्याचं बघितलं म्हणजे जे दिवाळी पूर्वीची जी झाडं म्हणजे पावसाळ्यात जी झाडं उगवतात किंवा प्लांट्स आपण घेतो त्याच्यामध्ये ऍडव्हान्टेशियस टाईपची दिसतात सगळे रूट सिस्टीम. राईस प्लांट मध्ये किंवा बाजरीमध्ये बघा की खूप सारे एकमेकांना काय असतं त्याचा गुच्छच असतोय त्या रूट्सचा. राईट. तर ते ऍडव्हान्टेशियस तिथे तुम्हाला दिसून येईल. आता भरपूर टाइप्स आहेत. तर हे आपल्याला काय एवढे शिकायचे नाहीत. आपला जो फोकस आहे मेन तो कशावर आहे की रूटची सिस्टीम आणि रूटचे मेन कुठले कुठले झोन आहेत तर ते आपल्याला लक्षात घ्यायचे आहेत. राईट. स्लाइड दिसते समोर तुम्हाला.
हो मिस.
ओके. रूट अपायकल मेरिस्टेम दिसतंय का. त्याच्यामधले वेगवेगळ्या सेल्स दिसत आहेत का. कॉर्टेक्स पिथ, देन प्रोकॅम्बियम, रूट कॅप. रूट अपायकल मेरिस्टेमची डायग्राम दिसते का. जरा डायग्राम काढा नाही तर तुम्ही काढणार असेल तरी काढून घ्या. कॉर्टेक्सचं काम काय आहे. व्हॉट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ कॉर्टेक्स. तर नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला फक्त रूटचं स्ट्रक्चर मला तुम्ही व्यवस्थित सांगा म्हणजे आपण ऍब्सॉर्प्शनचं मेकॅनिझम बघूयात. चालेल का.
हॅलो. हॅलो. आवाज देगा, just unmute yourselves and talk to me. Those who are online, please unmute yourselves. कुणाला आवाज येत नाही मला, दुसरं कोणी? अनुजा?
येस सर.
हा सर, येतोय आवाज.
येतोय सर आवाज.
कुणाचा आवाज येतोय बाकीच्यांना?
नाही सर.
हा, मग कुणाकडेच प्रॉब्लेम आहे काहीतरी. Fine, just 15 students are there, I think. बाकी एवढे झोपलेत काय? लॉकडाऊन? हॅलो. Okay, fine. We'll just start with the syllabus for SAM 2. So again, I'll be continuing with metabolic pathways part. Okay, so from the experience of previous semester, it was pretty clear that it is difficult to teach these metabolic pathways and all online, but still, because of these unavoidable circumstances, we will have to continue online itself. So it will be a two-way process rather than just going one way, as I told you in the last semester also. Because in case of metabolic pathways, many things are like the pathways and the networks that one need to understand by themselves. I'll try my best to make it clear to you people. So I'll be talking about the two important mechanisms. Means all the mechanisms are important, but out of them, the two essential mechanisms, that is the photosynthesis and the respiration. Can anyone tell me the similarities or the differences between the photosynthesis and respiration, or independently? What is your understanding about it? Yes, anyone? Or else I will have to call out the names and then you have to unmute yourselves. And those who are not attending the lectures, kindly convey my message to them. Those who are not going to attend my sessions, I will not let them appear for internal examinations of metabolic pathways. सिद्धी सिद्धी आहेत का? सिद्धी लंगडे आहेत का ऑनलाईन? बर, म्हणजे सिद्धी ऑन करून कुठेतरी गायब झालेली दिसते.
आहे सर.
आहे, मग 3 वेळा विचारलं कुठं गायब आहे, अनम्यूट कर जरा स्वतःला. लंगडे, unmute yourselves. What is respiration? What do you think? लंगडे, प्रश्न कळलाय का माझा?
नाही सर, आवाज येत नाहीये.
रेस्पिरेशन म्हणजे काय? व्हॉट इज रेस्पिरेशन? आला आवाज? लंगडे? सिद्धी? बर. अनुजा आवाज येतोय मला?
हो सर येतोय.
अनुजा?
हो सर येतोय आवाज.
हा प्लीज कॅन यू टेल मी व्हॉट इज रेस्पिरेशन?
इनटेक ऑफ ऑक्सिजन आणि रिलीज ऑफ कार्बन डायऑक्साइड.
That's it. Okay. Respiration, as per Anuja, it is intake of oxygen and excretion of carbon dioxide. Similar answer is given by Swapnil also, and similar is posted by Siddhi. Anyone else having different opinion about the respiration? Why do we respire? What do you think? It is just intake of oxygen and release of carbon dioxide or something else also. सानिका, आवाज येतोय मला?
हा सर येतोय.
तुला काय वाटतं मला रेस्पिरेशन म्हणजे काय? जस्ट इनटेक ऑफ ऑक्सिजन आणि रिलीज ऑफ कार्बन डायऑक्साइड. इनफ?
टू प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी.
Rightly said. Very good. So respiration is a fundamental process whereby we get the energy. That is the important aspect. These are all the school languages. Intake of oxygen, release of. Yeah, very well said by Rutuja. That is, it cannot be rightly said as use, but yeah, we are up to some extent. It is true that use of oxygen to break down sugars and produce energy. Along with sugars, we can metabolize the different metabolites also. Partially rightly said by Rutuja and rightly said by Sanika, that is, it is a process whereby we get the energy. That is a true fact. And the best example is, I can give you a simple example that, example when you are running. Swapnil? Swapnil Kumar, can you hear me? What happens if you keep on running for a long time? तुम्ही खूप वेळ पळाला तर काय होतं? Will get tired. Very well. Amit? Okay, due to low amount of oxygen. And what happened
हाँ
when you
सर.
stop running? Amit Pavlekar.
हाँ सर.
खूप जोरात पळालास मैदानावरती, ओके, आणि पळल्यानंतर तू थांबल्यावर काय होतं?
धापा लागतात.
धापा लागतात. मीन्स वी ब्रीथ फास्ट. येस, नो? ओके. व्हाय डू वी ब्रीथ फास्ट?
ऑक्सिजन लागतं ना आपल्याला त्यावेळेस.
येस, ऑक्सिजन इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर व्हॉट?
एनर्जी तयार करण्यासाठी.
Okay, to synthesize or to liberate the energy in the body. How this oxygen is exactly working in the body? Once it is inside the body, what happens? Vaishnavi? वैष्णवी हिरवे आहेत का? हा, अनम्यूट करा स्वतःला.
हा सर.
हा बाळा, काय मी प्रश्न विचारला? हिरवे प्रश्न काय विचारला?
सर पुन्हा सांगा ना, आवाज ब्रेक होत होता.
बर, ऑक्सिजनचं आणि एनर्जीचं रिलेशनशिप काय आहे बॉडीमध्ये? कॅन यू इलॅबोरेट इट? कुणाल?
सर जेव्हा आपल्याला म्हणजे ग्लायकोजनचं ब्रेकडाऊन होतं ना आपल्या बॉडीमध्ये एनर्जी रिलीज करण्यासाठी.
ओके, इज इट ओनली ग्लायकोजन? तू चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये उत्तर टाक. देयर सीम्स टू बी सम प्रॉब्लेम विथ द नेटवर्क ॲट युअर साइड.
ओके सर.
जस्ट पोस्ट युअर आन्सर इन द चॅट बॉक्स. स्वप्नाली सावंत आहेत का?
येस सर आहे.
आहेत ना? हा बाळा, तुला काय वाटतंय ऑक्सिजनचं काय रिलेशनशिप असेल रे बॉडीमध्ये?
सर ते ब्लड थ्रू सेल्स पर्यंत जाताना सेल्स मध्ये जे एटीपी जनरेशन वगैरे त्या सायकल मध्ये हेल्प करतात.
Okay, very good. What are all the steps which are involved in the ATP synthesis? What do you think? Correct answer. It goes into the cells where it is metabolized. Which is the site for reaction? कुठली ऑर्गेनली असेल जिथे रिएक्शन होतात या सगळ्या?
Mitochondria.
Very good, Anusha. It's mitochondria. Correct. Can you see the screen? Okay. So it's the site which is called as mitochondria, where all these reactions are actually taking place. What is photosynthesis? Can anyone tell me what is photosynthesis? Anyone? कुणी एकान सांगा मुलांनो.
एनर्जी
Convert
सिंथेसाइज
light
करतं
energy
कार्बन
to
डायऑक्साइड आणि
energy.
वॉटर.
Sorry?
Light energy converted into chemical energy.
Very good. Light energy is converted into chemical energy. Who said that?
Chem Anupama. Anupama Shinde.
Anupama. Very good, Anupama. Rightly said that it is a process where a light energy is converted into a chemical energy. So, तुम्हाला काय वाटतंय, प्लांट्स मध्ये फोटोसिंथेसिस होतं का? Do plants have a mechanism of photosynthesis or animals have a mechanism of photosynthesis?
प्लांट्स.
Plants have the mechanism of photosynthesis. Okay. And what about the respiration? Do plants respire? A very important question. तुम्हाला काय वाटतंय, प्लांट्स रेस्पायर करतात का? ओके, मेनी थिंक येस. प्लांट मध्ये पण रेस्पिरेशन होतं. दॅट्स व्हॉट यू वॉन्ट टू से. ओके, very good. Rightly said by all the students. That is there anyone who feel that plant do not respire? फोटोसिंथेसिस आहे म्हणून प्लांट मध्ये रेस्पिरेशन होत नाही असं काय आहे का? फोटोसिंथेसिस रिझन काय? टू सिंथेसाइज द एनर्जी. रेस्पिरेशन कशासाठी?
त्यासाठीच सर.
To release energy.
Yeah. So rightly said. Who said that? To release energy?
Miss Anusha.
Very good, Anuja. Basically, these are the two different or exactly opposite mechanisms. Both are phosphorylations. The one is photophosphorylation and the other is oxidative phosphorylation. But the two mechanisms are exactly opposite to each other. One involves the conversion of light energy to the chemical energy, whereas the other involves breakdown of that stored energy to liberate free energy. Okay, so we'll be looking after it. I'll just share the screen now. Okay, is the screen is visible? स्क्रीन दिसती का?
हो सर.
हो सर.
Okay, fine. So the man you're looking in the slide is the Albert Leninger itself, whose book we are actually referring. Actually, Albert Leninger was the person who gave us the structure of mitochondria, who discovered the mitochondria basically. So mitochondria, as all of us know, it is one of the cellular organelle. Structurally, mitochondria consist of two membranes, the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Okay, very good. So the outer membrane is like, it is permeable to many things, but inner membrane is highly impermeable or selectively permeable. It is highly specific. And one of the important feature of the inner membrane is it doesn't even allow the proton to pass through it. म्हणजेच इनर मेम्ब्रेन जी आहे मायटोकॉन्ड्रियाची ती खूप सिलेक्टिव्ह आहे आणि त्याच्यामधून द प्रोटॉन इज द स्मॉलेस्ट एंटिटी ऑन द अर्थ. प्रोटॉन पेक्षा लहान कोण आहे का? इज देयर एनिथिंग विच इज स्मॉलर दॅन द प्रोटॉन? प्रोटॉन मीन्स द सिंगलेट हायड्रोजन H1. Yes, no? हॅलो,
Yes.
अरे झोप आली का सगळ्यांना? ओके, नाही आली. अरे मग बोला ना स्वप्नील. I feel 3 or 4 are only there and the other are like they are just here to listen to that. काय म्हणतात त्याला, ते कीर्तनाचे कार्यक्रम असतात ना, कीर्तनाला आल्यासारखं वाटायला लागले मला. ते कीर्तन काय सांगणारा कीर्तन सांगत राहतो, ऐकणारे ऐकत राहतात, आचरणात कोणाच्याच नसतं. बरोबर आहे की नाही? माईक मधून okay, Swapnil has some issue with mic. Fine. So mitochondria is an organelle which is having two layers. The inner layer again has got some finger-like projections onto it. These are called as cristae. Okay, can you see the arrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these are the finger-like projections which are called as cristae. And on these membranes, all the enzymes which are required for the respiration are located. Now, why mitochondria? Why I am emphasizing on mitochondria? Because whatever the enzymes and the things which are required for the synthesis, or rather, which are required for the respiration, are present only in the mitochondria. Means the enzymes which are playing an important role in respiration are located in the mitochondria, and it is the site of ATP synthesis. Basically, a very interesting mechanism that we are going to see now, how this ATP synthesis and all is taking place. So for that, you need to know about the structure of mitochondria. And I expect in the next lecture, Rukaya Memon will give a nice seminar on structure of mitochondria, because you have already studied it. Yes, Rukaya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next lecture, I expect you to give a seminar of 5 to 10 minutes on mitochondria structure.
Okay, sir.
So I will not go into the details of mitochondria structure now. So there are different types of reactions. When we talk about the respiration, the glycolysis, TCA, and all these pathway comes under it. The TCA pathway is an aerobic pathway. The name itself tells that since it is aerobic, it requires oxygen and it is involved in the liberation of energy. Even in case of glycolysis, we have seen that the presence and the absence of oxygen makes a huge difference in the amount of energy which is liberated at the end of glycolysis. Can anyone tell me how many number of ATP are produced at the end of glycolysis in absence of oxygen? Can anyone? You can put your answer in the chat box, or you can just unmute yourself and tell how many ATP are produced. Anupama, very good. 2 ATP, fine. And when there is a oxygen, how many ATP are obtained at the end of glycolysis? किती एटीपी मिळतील बाळांनो? ग्लायकोलिसिस
38.
मध्ये ए बाळा ग्लायकोलिसिस ओनली. I am talking about glucose to pyruvate. एरोबिक कंडिशन
Sir,
मध्ये किती
38.
एटीपी मिळतील? 38 नाही बाळा, 38 is which
Seven.
TCA? Yeah, who said that? Please repeat.
7. 7.
Who's that 7?
Rutuja.
Rutuja, yeah, very good Rutuja. So 7 ATP we do get in case of glycolysis and 2 ATP without oxygen, 7 ATP with oxygen. Is it true? Yes, no? So what is the difference that oxygen is going to make? What do you think? ऑक्सिजन असण्यामुळे काय फरक पडला मुलांनो? ऑक्सिजनच्या असण्याने एटीपी कसे वाढले? कुणापासूनचे वाढले? Is there anything which is called as reducing power? What are reducing power? Can anyone tell? See, if it is going to be one way, then you are not going to understand too many things. Yeah, because of energy. Very good. अजून कुठल्या reducing powers आहेत?
FAD.
Anushka? Very good. FAD and the NAD. So these are the reducing power which are actually getting reduced and leading to the liberation of energy. Okay. So actually Albert Leninger did the experiments with the mitochondria. What he did, he isolated the mitochondria and checked for its redox potential. Can you tell me what is redox?
Reaction in which
Oxidation and
oxidation
reduction.
and reduction takes place simultaneously.
Oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Very good. So redox reaction is a reaction where oxidation as well as reduction do take place. And this is what is happening in case of the respiration also. For respiration, we need 4 different important enzymes. You can see the table. कॅन यू सी द टेबल? त्याच्यामध्ये 4 नावं दिसत आहेत.
येस सर.
Enzyme 1, 2, 3 and enzyme 4. So the first enzyme is NADH dehydrogenase. It is the largest enzyme involved in the photosynthesis. The column next to the name of enzyme is of its mass and it is followed by number of subunits which are present in the enzyme. Okay, so NADH मध्ये किती subunits आहेत? किती आहेत?
43.
There are 43 subunits, but there are 14 different types into it. फरक कळतोय का? 14 प्रकारचे 43 सबयुनिट आहेत. ओके, देर आर टोटल 43 subunits, but 14 is the actual diversity. Then next enzyme is one of the smallest enzyme of the respiratory pathway, that is succinate dehydrogenase enzyme. It is having a molecular mass of 140 kilodalton and 4 subunits. The third subunit is ubiquinone cytochrome C oxidoreductase, having mass 250 kilodalton and 11 subunits into it. And the last one is cytochrome oxidase. Cytochrome oxidase has got 160 kilodalton as molecular mass and 13 different subunits made up of 3 to 4 types of subunits. Okay, yes, no? Have you taken down the names? Please take down the names. तुमच्या किती जणांकडे वही आहे आता? जस्ट तुमचा कॅमेरा ऑन करून वही दाखवा बरं मला. किती लोक हातात वही घेऊन बसलेत? Just put on your camera and show me the notebook. Vaishnavi seems to be writing something. Very good, Vaishnavi. Anyone else? का बाकी सगळे कीर्तन ऐकायला आलेत? Anupama is writing something. Good. Muskan? Yeah, Muskan is also writing. सावंत, काय लिहिता का नाही?
हो लिहिते, थांबा दाखवते.
Sumati is writing something. Very good, Sumati. सावंत झोपलेले दिसत आहेत. ऋतुजा, where is your notebook?
सर माझा बॅक कॅमेरा सुरू होत नाहीये.
फ्रंट कॅमेऱ्याने दाखवून दे. ऋतुजा is writing something. Good, good, good. Amit? अमित गेला वाटतं कुठेतरी. हे सबयुनिटचे नाव लिहून घेतले का बाळांनो? Or else what I will do, I will
Yes,
just share you this PPT to you people so that it will be better for you all also. So these are actually the 4 main enzymes which we are going to discuss about. So experiment was done to assess the role of this mitochondria and the enzymes. The fractionation was done and the reactions were studied, and it was confirmed that all these 4 enzymes are located in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Okay, so this is what the mechanism is all about. I'll continue with the mechanism in the next lecture. By the time I'll share you this PPT, and I expect you should read about these things, especially along with the diagram. You have to read the matter given below. हा matter दिसतोय का खाली स्क्रीन मध्ये?
येस सर.
पॉवर पॉइंट मध्ये खाली नोट्स ऑप्शन असतो. तिथं बऱ्यापैकी सगळे मुद्दे टाकलेले आहेत. So I expect you should read about it. I'll just briefly go through it. This is complex 1. The structure of complex 1 is L-shaped. L-shaped complex where the electrons are transferred, where NADH is actually interacting to liberate 2 protons. 2 H plus निघणार आहेत, एक NADH मधला plus H plus to release NAD plus, which will be released inside the matrix again, free to react with others, and these are the 2 electrons which are entering into the respiratory pathway. From different electron carriers, these 2 electrons travel up till ubiquinone, that is Q, okay, to form QH2. During this process, 4 protons are transferred from mitochondrial matrix to the intermembrane space. Intermembrane space is a space between the outer membrane and the inner membrane, okay? So this is complex 1. The transfer of electrons from complex 1 to complex 3 is mediated by a transporter known as ubiquinone, that is Q, okay? There are certain inhibitors of electron transport chain. जसं आपले औषधं काम करतात, antibiotics काम करतात. These are the same things. Actually, these are the targets. These drugs do inhibit or do work in this way by inhibiting the respiratory chain and all. Okay? So you need to know about the different drugs and their targets. Fine. So I will be continuing in the next lecture with the actual concept and the mechanism of respiration. Okay? Fine. If there is any doubt or anything to be asked, you can ask me now, or else we'll stop here. Is there anything which I need to explain or elaborate? Please ask. No doubts? If there are no queries, you all can leave. Thank you. Who is Vishakha Gaikwad? Vishakha? विशाखा गायकवाड कोण आहे रे आपल्यात? रुकैया?
हा सर.
विशाखा गायकवाड कोण आहे आपल्यात?
सर आहे ना. वृषाली थिके सोबत असते बघा सर.
हा, yes, got it. Okay, fine. Please make sure that your attendance is noted automatically. You can leave. आता बरेचसे जे आता लिव्ह नाही करतात ते ऑनलाईनच नाही दिसत आहे. पावळेकर, पावळेकर, कुणाल,
Yes, sir.
अरे यू कॅन लिव्ह.
Yes, sir.
अनिकेत, अनिकेत, हॅलो.
हॅलो.
हा बाळा, कुठे बसलाय आज? गावाकडेच आहेस का?
हाय नाही सर, ते घरीच आहे मी. ते रिपोर्ट पॉझिटिव्ह आल्यामुळे आम्ही आयसोलेट आहे, होम आयसोलेट आहे.
बर बरी आहे तब्येत?
हो आहे बरी. जरा मम्मीची जरा तब्येत खराब आहे. आमची मम्मी अशक्त आहे ना जरा.
काय होतंय त्रास? काय होतोय?
त्रास म्हणजे दम लागतोय. तिनं काही जरी
O2
खाल्लं तरी
O2
दम
लेवल
लागतो.
किती आहे?
पण O2 लेवल 96 97 अशी
नो
दाखवते.
नीड टू वरी, बी मेंटली फिट देन.
हो आहे. आताच परवा दिवशी पासून चालू झालंय.
नाही
काकांचा
नाही, काळजी
4-5
घ्या.
दिवसापूर्वी आला.
डोंट माइंड.
हो.
काय मदत लागली तरी सांग बाळा.
नाही सर, काय सगळं आहे व्यवस्थित. होम
येस येस
आयसोलेट आहे आम्ही.
येस टेक
ओके
केअर अँड बी मेंटली
ओके सर.
स्ट्रॉंग.
हो सर, काय
या
अडचण नाही.
चलो बाय बाय. बावळेकर.